I'm sorry, what? You said he looks like he has a sweet tooth.
He looked like he had a sweet tooth. He looked like a id that has got some candy. And he looked like he can't wait to take a bite. And his parents walked in on him. And he was like, "You're not supposed to get the candy out of Cole. Not tonight now. Not before you had your veggies." And he's like, "Oops, sorry, Mom." Anyway.
Okay.
That's what I got from that.
On Thursdays, unless something incredible happens from now on, there will be no AEW thumbnail.
Wow. What?
Because you can blame
Barbed Wire Deathmatch.
Nope, you can blame Cody and his wife and their gender reveal party. I have said it on the show already. I am not giving him any more attention. Would you like to see the contenders for other thumbnails today?
Always.
What do you think it was going to be?
I got Shaq and Jade being one of them.
No.
Damn. All right, Sting being powerbombed?
No, so there's no AEW whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Swerve Scott beating up Leon Ruff.
No, so we got this one.
Oh, yeah, that's epic. Yep. Black man dead. That's the black. Just dead, right? That looks like a crime scene of some kind.
Well, you got to also remember that she just said she'd shoved that dusty boot up her ass. Yeah. Up a hole.
Yeah, yep. And respectfully so.
And then, of course, some triad shit.
This wouldn't have been bad, but this is some real triad shit. And I enjoyed Kacy Carter. Hold on. Or Kacy Catanzaro holding back Kacy Carter going, "Hey, let me talk to her." Bitch, reason? We're beyond that. Boy looks like he's going to whoop that ass.
Yeah.
He got me choked.
He got... Exactly.
Yes.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Check out Marcus here, man. He should. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Broman!
Oh!
Who's that Pokemon? Broman!
You know what, Manny? You have nailed Broman in one image right there. Broman, I choose you. Oh,
welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by
Marcus the Grand Finale.
So, how are you doing today, Marcus?
I'm good. All night dreaming about barbed wire death matches.
All night.
I mean, watching. just to get up to speed. See what's going on. Where's my life going? Oh, barbed wire death match.
Yep.
Every sporting event should have your big fight end in a barbed wire bomb death match. I forgot the bombs involved into it.
Yeah, I feel like it's really unnecessary. Like, why? Like, have you ever asked your question why a lot of the time?
Yeah, why? Why does this thing need to explode? Why? Because it needs to explode. I want the NBA Finals to be in a barbed wire exploding death match.
Like,
every time you dunk on the other team, part to their bench explodes.
Can you imagine that? That'd be the worst thing ever.
I don't know what chair is going to happen on. But, oh my God, they lost Draymond Green. We should have never sent him out. We should have never sent Draymond out.
Why has Draymond become the unofficial member of this show? Like the unofficial NBA member of this show.
Yeah, it's the best name in the world, Draymond Green. That's why.
I still stand by the Brickashaw Ferguson had the best name in the NFL.
Yes, he does.
Which later which later was tested by Barkevius Mingo.
Who? I don't even know who that is.
Barkevius Mingo. He used to play for. I think he used to play for the Browns. I don't know where he is now.
Oh, maybe that's why I don't know. I didn't watch much Browns. Barkevius Mingo. Nice. All right. Let's talk about this war.
So let's kick off with AEW. So we've already got comments off the bat. So El Luchador says, good to see Jade and Shaq training for their match by playing basketball.
Yes.
Which this comment came during the intro. So during the intro, they were watching a little Bow Wow video.
Manny, I could justify their basketball training. You want to get those elbows strong when you throw that elbow drop off the top. They plan on going off the top rope. That is their pure strategy.
I've never seen anyone other than MVP off a top rope. Off a top rope.
Ballin'! You gotta do it.
Oh,
they're training for the elbow drop.
Weird note, MVP is actually gone to visit, I think, Dr. James Andrews in Birmingham, Alabama, where everyone seems to get their surgery. So it seems bad what happened to MVP.
Maybe the Hurt Business get younger. They'll find somebody. But
MVP
is the heart and soul of black wrestling in the 21st century.
But Marcus, I told you that man a long time ago. He looks like a man that has bad knees, and you just when you look at someone in wrestling gear and you see the level of padding on there. You could have told. I could have told you.
Like, those knees are allergic. Those knees are allergic. You can't. You're just gonna fall apart. Damn it. I hope MVP's okay.
So Dynamite opened up with Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy versus the Hybrid 2. For what it was, and that being an opening match, this was surprisingly good. And although I had a problem with how sloppy the Hybrid 2 were towards the end of the match.
They got sloppy. And maybe this is why they don't ever do anything with the Hybrid 2, because they can get sloppy. But I still think they should do more with them. I think they should do more with Hangman Page. And I'm also going to agree with you, Manny, that I wasn't upset not only about the match, but even the after-match antics that happened. I was actually in favor of all of it. And this is shocking since it involved Matt Hardy, Dark Order, Isaiah Cassidy in a mascot costume. It was swerve on swerve on swerve.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't believe this is a money match. Even though there's money on the line, I don't believe you can. I don't think they should dare call it a money match.
Honestly, I don't know a single person that says, "All right, we're gonna throw a bunch of shit on a card, but the big money match, Matt Hardy, Hangman Page, you got to see that shit." I pass.
So obviously the papers was brought up from last week.
Yep.
The papers was obviously a gimmick held by Brody Lee, where he would throw papers at people.
Yes.
And then I quite liked that Matt Hardy said he was been bamboozled. A word you just don't hear very often.
Well, considering that could be the Black History Month moment of the week or reference from Matt Hardy, since Malcolm X would use the term quite frequently when he would talk about how the white man treated the black man. We've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Hoodwinked is a very good word as well. Okay. Can the Hybrid 2 actually claim that $3,700 because they did beat up Hangman Page? However, they didn't get the job done.
I want my money, Manny. I don't give a fuck. He said he'd give me $37. I attacked him. We did our job. You didn't tell me there was going to be 800 Dark Order guys coming after us. But we did our damn job. We did the damn thing. And how sad is the Hybrid 2 that they needed that money that bad? Because he didn't even finish the sentence. They were already in the ring. I give you. And they didn't even give the amount. And Helico was like, I need that pay Wendell money. We ain't winning.
So one thing that needs to be brought up. I know Brody Lee's passed, But someone needs to get his sons a shirt and some shoes.
Yes.
He needs to stop running out there with no shirt and shoes. Like when your parents used to say, "Go play with the neighbor's kids," that was the neighbor's kid.
Like, oh no, our parents would say, "No, you can't play with him. No, he ain't civilized. He's a bad influence. He has no shoes. He's wearing that mask. He's clearly gonna get you arrested for some dumb shit he does."
So Gruntsmurf said, "Everyone check out Manny's independent show of AEW that contained wrestling." There was no the only wrestling that was involved was there was wrestling stickers. There's lots of Manny's real life secrets revealed.
Oh,
spoiler! There's a stairs story. Well, I got framed in that stairs story.
yeah.
Someone clearly making up a lie that I kicked someone down the stairs.
Oh, Manny's a murderer. Find out on Manny's hands. That's the show I want to call it. I feel like that should be an independent show. You just call it Manny's Hands. And it's just only videos of you and your hands, but you're talking about your life. We have no idea what it's about.
Gruntsmurf, that was actually my demo tape to become a hand model. It was a great audition.
Good job. Mesmerized. Those hands were enchanting. But speaking of hands, get that damn kid off my TV with no shoes, no shirt, or lead the group. If he's going to lead the group, lead the group. But I enjoyed this segment. I enjoyed all the twists and turns. I don't understand. Hey, all right, so let me see if I got this correct. Hangman tricks Matt Hardy that he signed his contract. Matt Hardy realized, I guess, by watching the footage that he's been tricked.
No. So, Hangman, Matt Hardy had at no point watched the footage back.
Okay. He had to have, though, right?
No, he didn't, because Hangman brought that the mascot out with the contract.
Yeah, but the mascot was compromised because Isaiah Cassidy.
No, but that's
so
the
that
reason.
had to be.
No. So Matt looked at it, was like, "Wait, you're taking 30% of my quarter one earnings of 2021." So Matt only found out by looking at that.
I feel like he had to have found out before. That's why Isaiah Cassidy was in the costume.
I don't think he did.
So you're saying Matt Hardy. So when did he find out? You said he found out in that moment. But then why was Isaiah Cassidy inside the mascot costume?
It's just a swerve.
But on top of that swerve, Hangman Page knew that Isaiah Cassidy would be in that costume and had the Dark Order waiting standby for him?
Well, basically, I don't know why we're spending so long on this. Basically,
I was mathematically trying to figure it out.
Basically,
I forgot what I was going to do.
Because AEW had opened up the Forbidden Door.
Yes.
They had also opened up the 4-4. It was a vortex.
Manny, I let you down. I realized what I was supposed to do. So I was sitting here doing nothing in the middle of watching death matches and watching Onita's entrance, which was amazing. It was just like watching Major League. I don't know if you've seen that. I'll tell you that later. But I was supposed to rewatch the Riho Serena Deeb match. I was supposed to watch it.
Oh, you're a clown, because that was a really good match.
So, this is what happened. AEW started. And instantly I fell asleep. Like, instantly. Hangman Page walked out to the ring, and I fell asleep. Woke up at the end of the Serena Deeb Riho match. And was like, I knew they'd get... Literally, I woke up going, I knew they'd get that bitch that win. And I went to go get some water and come back. And I just watched the rest of the Dynamite. Said I was going to come back and watch that match. I went back, watched the Hangman Page.
And you left out the Serena Deeb match.
Totally forgot I didn't watch that match.
Okay, so let's keep the show running. Marvez with the Inner Circle bullshit. So it's 18 months in the company, and Santana and Ortiz get their first tag team title shot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
I wasn't even going to bother to try and fact check that. They claim it's because people in AEW and the tag team division are afraid of them. MJF calls Sammy a dunce for even thinking he was recording him in secret when there was a camera recording the whole incident.
Yep. Jericho goes, "You know what you were doing. We all saw it. But fuck Sammy Guevara."
Yeah, basically, so Jericho, looking like an overworked mum, tells MJF it's his fault for pushing and prodding Sammy for weeks. But the majority of the fault lies with Sammy, hoping and walking out on the inner circle means he walked out on Chris Jericho, and he's dead to him.
All right. Manny, I don't know if you've seen this or if it's even in the UK, but on HBO right now, they're showing a documentary called The Lady in the Dale. It's about a man who became a trans who tried to come out with this 3-wheel car, and fraud and embezzlement all happened in the middle of this, right? The entire time I was looking at Chris Jericho in this moment, I was going like, that's the lady. The lady. So I was like, that's Liz Caldwell. But, but maybe because I need to stop binge watching stuff that I associate them together. And I was like, Jericho looks like a trans woman at this point.
I've started binge watching this Kevin James show on Netflix that
God damn it.
and it's about NASCAR, and it's stuff that I don't even care about.
Oh, damn it. Why?
Nothing else to watch.
Yeah, did you watch Young Rock? Huh?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I also brought that up on my mesmerizing show yesterday.
I have yet to see Young Rock. I totally forgot about it till that very moment when you talk about Kevin James, and I was like, Kevin James.
Do you know what? A lot of it seems a bit embellished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant's not 14 feet tall. I don't know. Yeah, it's The Rock. Of course, it's gonna be embellished. It's pro wrestling. You gotta blow.
Yeah, and I'm not really sold on The Rock having a full-grown mustache at 15.
Well, according to The Rock, even in his book and in every interview I said, he said he looked like a 30-year-old man at 14. So, I believe that's actually factual somehow. Like, he's never denied that. He had a mustache and he looked like, they would accuse him of being an undercover cop or something because he literally had a mustache and shit.
So, El Luchador says, did you hear that Jericho's wife was at the Capitol during the White Riot?
You mean the White Parade?
When they were a young boy,
And
the father just said they really privileged.
And nothing can go bad.
They said, son, when you grow up, you put it on all the colored people.
Yes!
And stab them in the face.
Because, son, we own slaves.
Right, let's get back to the show. Serena Deeb versus
You don't want to talk
Riho.
about who was the beaten and the broken? We did the beating and the broken.
No, because I feel like this is something we save for Saturday.
And by the way, that was our Black History Month moment of the week, the White Parade.
We have other Black History Month moments of the week.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why this became a contender instantly.
The White Parade should always be Jericho's wife. Anyway.
Serena Deeb versus Riho. You know what? I still can't stand Riho after not seeing her for numerous months. But it was a really good match. I'm just not very happy with the ending of the match.
Okay, so I know, as I said, I know what happened in the match. Riho, did her moves look like they actually affected Serena Deeb? Because I feel like by eliminating Serena Deeb, personally, they got rid of the only, other than Thunder Rosa, they may have got rid of the half of the only good women that can wrestle in this company.
Well, see, Riho's offense looked good against Serena Deeb because Serena Deeb isn't like a giant in comparison. So like when Riho was going against like Nyla Rose and people like that, like it doesn't look believable. But with Serena Deeb, because she has a slimmer figure, it actually worked. and then Serena Deeb actually sold the knee injury really well. The only knee injury I can compare this to is Bret Hart in the Royal Rumble 1994 with Owen Hart against the Quebecers.
It always comes back to 1994 with you, Manny. It always comes back.
I love 1994. It was a great time.
Greatest time to be alive. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about Riho winning. She should have been in the Japanese bracket, damn it. She should have been in the Japanese bracket.
Riho should have been in the Riho. It's fine to have Riho in the American bracket. I don't care. But she shouldn't have been facing Serena Deeb so early.
Yeah, you gotta put brackets together. It's like watching Serena Williams go against Naomi Osaka, but it's the first round. We don't want that there. At least put it in the semis or something right for the final. So
El Lucha already alluded to the Shaq and Jade training montage. I still don't understand it. It's literally like Mr. Miyagi, where you wax on, wax off kind of bullshit.
No, all right. So I'm going to look at what they don't show. Shaq taking any bumps. Because I don't believe Shaq can do a single athletic thing ever. Like, him shooting the free throw is probably the most he can probably do at this point. Like, I remember his last years, whether he was in Cleveland or the Celtics, he couldn't even jump anymore or dunk. So I have no confidence that Shaq is going to be able to even move in this match. They should have made it cinematic.
The thing is, it's going down on the 3rd of March. There are already 2 better tag matches than this.
Yes. But no one's going to watch the better tag match. You're not gonna watch Nia Jax and Shayna against Raquel and over Shaq and that train wreck of a match.
Compared to that train wreck, the Nia Jax match will be a 5-star match.
Yes, absolutely.
And the fact that it's happening on NXT, and if they put anything close to a takeover match, 5 stars.
Well, it seems like they're stacking the shelf for both shows. Well, mostly NXT is stacking to compete with Shaq. I wouldn't be surprised if Ed showed up again on the 3rd top. I'm going to have a match with Pete Dude in a tag team match, player of some kind.
So Orange Cassidy and Luther happened. End of story. Team Taz and Sting.
That did just end the story, right?
Yeah.
It just happened. There was nothing that connect. There was no extra shit. It just happened. And I went, why?
Like, no Miro, no Kip Sabian, not even Penelope Ford. Nothing happened with this. So, like, let's just move on. So, Team Taz and Sting. So, Sting's hot pursuit ended.
Yes. You could tell he was exhausted.
Yeah, because he took that power bomb and he was out. He looked up at the camera and was like, "I'm too old for this shit."
I really wanted to hear saxophone from Lethal Weapon play at that very moment. I'm too old for this shit. Like, literally, that was very old. Like, damn. Were you shocked that he took this bump?
No, I feel like once he took this bump, I feel like he went back a few years and thought he was powerbombed by Seth Rollins.
Seth was safer. Seth was safer. But at 61 years old, why don't he just pump out some babies like Ric Flair, man? Ric Flair's 70 pumping out babies still. You can't even take a backdrop. Get out of here. Powerbomb, I mean.
So we move into the Kenny Omega stuff. This might be the dumbest moment of the week.
Well, was the dumbest line of the week or dumbest
line of the week, where JR calls Kenny Omega the WWE champion.
I am going to give JR a 100% pass on this one.
No, you can't. No, just because he's old and a bumbling fool, you can't give a pass.
No, that's not why, Manny. That's not why I'm giving him the pass. The passes I'm giving him on this one is PSAT. No. The pass I'm giving him is because we
PSAT,
have all heard,
or you mean PSPD?
No,
or PTSD.
PTSD is what I really meant, but I spelled pass as in pass, which is a play on words anyway. Anyway, but get it. I was saying that every week we've watched this show, and JR is going in on rules and how AEW is destroying the business, and he's been completely negative and hating the product that he's been calling. So JR talked to a counselor, and the counselor told JR, look into yourself. Where do you really want to be? Call the show you really want to call. And JR has been using that mantra of saying, all right, pretend like this is a WWE event, but always say AEW. And he had one slip. And he's been doing that ever since. To try to bring in some positivity. Like he's going to one day slip up and say, Vince McMahon made a match. We talked to VK in the back. VK? You mean Vincent Kennedy McMahon, yeah? Oh, Tony Khan. Like, that's where he's at. He is literally transcended. Like, I'm watching WWE. So he's going to say NWA champion, even though he might be referring to Serena Deeb. But he's going to be all mixed up. He's just got to do it.
So this is where we have Kenny Omega reading the Young Bucks book at a school, and then the kids beat up Nakazawa. And in this very video package, Nakazawa pushes a kid. Yeah. Go back and watch it. Nakazawa pushes a kid.
I'm okay with that. We've all fought kids before, Manny. I don't know if you have. You had to hit them sometime. I don't feel comfortable with Nakazawa touching kids. Keep him away from kids. With all the baby oil I see that dude use and the comfortable use of it, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Don't care what's going on.
I have done this in the past. I'm not proud of it. I am a little bit proud of it. If there's running around kids, just leave out a knee. Just leave a knee out. If they run into that knee, that's their fault.
Damn kids. So, man, you should say I should leave my room right now. Leave the safety of my home. And the kids running around right now, which I don't hear. I should go out there and leave a knee. Go full Triple H high knee lift.
No, see, Marcus, that's a completely different saga. They have been disrupting this show. Yes, that's exactly where I was going.
Go with
because these kids have been disrupting our show since June. Since June, since the very start of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, they have been disrupting this show. So I will fly out there and I will also deliver these. Or V-Trigger!
Oh, you're going V-Trigger. You're going V-Trigger. I'm going Bombaye or King
because
Shots.
I feel like I can hit. I feel like I can hit a V-Trigger on a kid. On an adult, I probably wouldn't because I couldn't reach. My knee probably wouldn't go that high.
Yeah, and people will be like, "What are you doing?" And then they'll just punch you. Like,
that too.
With this fake ass shit.
That too. So now we get Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks. What it was a solid match. It just ended up in the roll up, and I don't think it should have ended that way.
Yeah, I'm just upset that this is their first match. Like, I was so bitter. Like more bitter than they were. Like, why haven't they had a title shot? You have all these other makeshift tag teams, brand new tag teams, these 20-something-year-olds, the Acclaimed, Top Flight. All these sons of bitches got title shots, and Santana and Ortiz, this is their first one, and they look good, and I enjoyed the match. I thought some of their moves that they did should have ended the match. I was like, those are double team knockouts right there. I would love to beat somebody with that, and then they look like fools because, Ortiz seemed to be distracted by saying the best over and over.
Yeah. And I think they should be doing more with Santana and Ortiz, and they've taken a backseat in this gigantic tag team division.
Now, Manny, I wanted to make sure I had this correct. At Revolution, Jericho and MJF are fighting the Young Bucks, right?
Yeah. I
feel like they did nothing to establish that.
No.
I remember the Battle Royal in the middle of this, and unless MJF, like, at one point MJF is thrown out of the match, or the whole Inner Circle's thrown out of the match for attempting to punch, I forgot who he was, whatever, some guy, some dumb guy in the Young Bucks, Nick or Matt. He was going to punch them and cost, was he intentionally trying to cost the Pride and Powerful the match so he could fight the Young Bucks, or was he trying to get them to win so they can fight them.
Who knows anymore? Anything to do with the Inner Circle, I'm fully done with. Like, none of it ever really makes sense anymore, and none of it's really funny anymore.
No, it's just existing.
And it's a sad part. It's just like AEW don't even need Chris Jericho at this point in time now. Like, you've got all these companies working together. Do you need Chris Jericho right now? No, you don't.
Once you learn Okada's on his way, get Jericho out of here.
Jericho don't need to be there.
Yeah,
all these people are in America. All these people are in America right now.
Yeah.
Use them.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I still don't think they'll crack 1 million, and it's a shame.
Yeah, because wrestling fans ain't shit. They're not shit. They're the worst people in the world.
They'd rather watch 100-year-old Ric Flair impregnate Lacey Evans than watch history happen.
Yes.
This is basically wrestling history. It will go down in time that this was a period where all the big wrestling companies, besides WWE, are working together. And even TK, Mr. Tony Khan, has said he is WWE. If they knocked on the forbidden door, he would let them through.
Of course he would. Wouldn't you? That's like telling, hey, I'm going to make a movie, Leonardo DiCaprio. If you want to join this movie in any role whatsoever, you can just come by. Of course. You're the big star. You're one of the big ones.
No, but do you know what? Do you know what? It'd be the worst idea ever. Because WWE are only going to let their guys get over. They're not going to let the other ones get over.
Yeah.
So like, it's going to be a bad working relationship. So I wouldn't work with them.
Not only that, WWE would negotiate in which it would drive AEW's money out the window. It would be like, you want Roman Reigns to appear on this show? Yeah, $5 million each time he show up. And we'd throw in a Lesnar cameo on top of that.
You thought Matt Hardy's contracts were bad? Watch when you see the WWE ones.
Yeah, watch this negotiate. What?
99%? 99%. I'm taking it all.
Okay, so Manny, I have a question. Since this Forbidden Door is open, I don't know when they're going to take pure advantage of this Forbidden Door being open, because I feel like they're not really using it. Like, this is a regular Dynamite. There was no forbidden people here. The Good Brothers were on the show. But Impact had a pay-per-view Saturday. There's no real, mentioning of it. I feel like we don't have this Forbidden Door. It's not adding anything to the show.
Well, I think because they do it so frequently, I think the buzz of it's not really there anymore, is it? Because now that you know it's coming, it's just like... the Good Brothers are going to be there every week. That's the problem. And I feel like, it's cool that all these companies are working together, but Impact's not Impact ratings and views haven't really done anything spectacular since.
No.
It had the initial bump.
Yeah.
But and obviously I don't know the New Japan stuff on, was it Roku?
Yeah, but they also have New Japan Strong. You watch on New Japan World, but
and
they have
for stuff like that, I don't.
Over there.
You wouldn't notice anything because I don't think their numbers are even told to anyone. But I don't see the only people that are realistically only benefiting from this is AEW, and that's not even paying off.
Yeah, I would like to have seen some of the Impact players. Not the tag team. I don't even know why I said players. Or Impact wrestlers show up onto Dynamite that may not even have anything to do with Kenny Omega and the Bullet Club. Where's the champ? Where's Swan or Moose? Or Jordan Grace should have been entered into their tournament. Or Diana Purrazzo, the women's champion. I think she's the current champion. I don't know if she is. Whatever. Just, mix it up some. I would like to see more out of that than I feel like they're squandering it. Just feel I don't know. Maybe they'll do more after their pay-per-view.
I think it's I think they should occasionally do it. I don't think they should be doing it as much as they are. Because the moment you keep doing it, I lose interest.
You know what I wish it was like? The show, I haven't watched them in forever, but Arrow and The Flash on the W.
When they did all the crossover events.
Yeah, that's what it should feel like. I know it should feel like that though. When it's it
should feel like a big deal.
And we're doing you have to watch Dynamite, then watch this and do this. And it's like maybe once or twice a year when we do this big crossover episode. And it's like, oh, okay, all the gangs together. And you have like, the Good Brothers in the ring. And they're staring down, G.O.D., who's also being attacked by Young Bucks. And, you can just really mix some shit up. And you go like, this could never happen again. This is insane.
Yeah, it's just like WWE when it's Survivor Series season, kind of like that. Yeah. Like when they also involved NXT, it was like, oh, this shit's happening, and then I've got to tune in here, and then I've got to tune on Friday. Even though we're wrestling fans, so we'll watch it, but like it gives you an incentive to watch. Whereas like I currently have no incentive to go watch Impact.
No, haven't watched it. Didn't care if they had a pay-per-view this Saturday. Only reason I knew they had a pay-per-view this Saturday because people were complaining that Tommy Dreamer had a title shot. And I was like, it's Impact. I don't expect anything less.
So, Marcus, Grunsmith asks, it'd be cool if these two chums discussions on NXT UK instead of some other show. We could in theory talk about it on Monday.
That is our forbidden door. You're not going to corrupt that show with your negativity, wrestling fans. I love NXT UK too much. I'm not going to expose you to Rampage Brown or Supernova Sessions. I'm not his joy. I'm not going to let you have your fun. Yes. I'm not going to let you take away my fun. I'm not going to let Manny express his hate for Zaya Brookside on this show. No.
I don't hate her. None of this. I don't hate her. No, I don't hate her. I just feel like there's nothing there.
Again, I'm not going to let you have that. Or Manny to forget Jordan Devlin's name for the 30th time.
I nearly forgot it when I had his sticker yesterday.
I know, I remember you're like the guy I always forget, Jordan Devlin. But only Kalisto gets discarded. Only Kalisto. He's treated like trash, like that time Braun Strowman threw him in the dumpster. And he chucked that card. That sticker.
We could probably cover it in a very small sense on Tuesday, but it's sometimes I don't watch it on a Thursday. I'll watch like 4 or 5 episodes in a row some days.
I watch that show on my time. Like, it's going to come out today, a new episode. Probably not going to watch it today. Even though I'm at home, I'm live, and this show is finished recorded. I can literally just go, click, let me watch some NXT UK. No. I pick the time. I will have a bowl of cereal at some random middle of the night and be like, I'll put NXT UK on. And be like, oh, that's Kaylee Ray, champion for 9,000 days. That's Walter, who just passed Pete Dunne. Dragunov controlling that anger issue.
I will say Jordan Devlin's head is way too big for his body.
It is. He looks like a bad Finn Balor clone. And he's always looked like that. Like, we didn't get that to work out too well. But he's okay. He's still the ace.
Anytime he's in the main event, it's always a good show.
Yeah. He's really good. Like, every time I see him, it seems like he gets better and better. Like he really carries himself as a champion. Even though he may or may not be champion. I don't know.
He is champion, and I feel Santos Escobar may be stripped, but we'll get to there when we get there. So in this notes, did they really just have a gender reveal on Dynamite? I knew this bullshit would happen.
Oh my god. Only Dynamite can get away with this. I don't think nobody was happy about this.
You know, if Vince McMahon did this, everyone would rip him. Or like Shane or Stephanie.
Triple H, Vince, Jeff Jarrett. Oh.
Who?
Jeff Jarrett. Alright, so whenever I refer to Jeff Jarrett, this is something random. Because of DNA Rinka King, and they always would say Jeff Jarrett. I am obsessed with saying Jeff Jarrett's name like that all the time. Jeff Jarrett. So that does come out every now and then. It's not just natural impulse. So when me and Ryan talking about Jeff Jarrett, we are always talking about, whenever we talk about Jeff Jarrett, it would come off sometimes saying Jeff Jarrett. And it's just a stupid Rinka King. Yeah, it's a stupid Rinka King reference for no reason. But, yeah, if this would have happened, any company but AEW is untouchable. To me, Cody is dead. At this point, he's dead to me. And I know it's Eric's boy, and I'm going to hold services this Saturday on the Saturday show for Eric's boy. Because there's no way he can support that man. Eric had to be the last one left. He's doing nothing. This Shaq shit, this baby reveal, he let Brandy just run amok through this company. I blame TK too.
This is the problem. This is the problem. I knew something like this would happen as well, where someone abuses their power, and this is a clear abuse of power.
Of all the EVPs, I felt like it's you, Cody. It had to be you. I thought you were not gonna be corrupted by the ring of power. I thought you were gonna throw it into that lava volcano. But nope, you're the one corrupted. Kenny is just doing whatever, having fun and fighting in every promotion, threatening to collect every belt, I guess,
and somewhat doing something with the women's division, but no one knows because I've seen no improvement other than Serena Deeb killing it every time she's on TV.
Yeah. Unless you have Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb, it's doomed. It's doomed. And then you have the Young Bucks who just wanted to give themselves the tag titles and put themselves in main events. They're harmless though. They're harmless. The Young Bucks are harmless.
Speaking of a good main, go.
There was something I left that could have been considered for your thumbnail, Manny. Just because I know it would have angered me. This Matt Jackson, I see where he gets his looks from when I saw his dad. His dad is like 80 years old with the earring. I was like, oh my God, that is Matt Jackson's dad.
I tell you what was cool though. He was wearing the Jericho shirt from when Jericho debuted to interrupt The Rock. So what I felt was a main event match was FTR versus the Sydals. Very good match.
It was okay.
When have you seen a springboard essentially German suplex?
I'm sure Ray Phoenix has done it.
No, stop putting this on Ray Phoenix. And he didn't do that dive. He didn't do that dive this week.
He didn't do that dive, but he did multiple moves. And we're talking about the Ray Phoenix dive when we get there. It was a solid match, but I don't like Mike Sydal. I don't think he's that good. I feel like he falls under the category of Dolph Ziggler's brother.
Yeah. And he came out there with a yoga mat as well, and I kind of was like, nope.
You can't come out with a yoga mat and then almost break somebody's neck by landing your knees first into their neck. I was like, if he would have killed somebody in FTR, Manny, there would have been trouble. There would have been trouble.
Okay,
and then next week we get Tully. We get Tully in a match.
Is it going to be the match?
Yeah, it's going to be a 6-man tag. It's going to be the Jurassic Express with Marco Stunt, who I'm not including in the Jurassic Express apparently, and against Tully and FTR.
Do you know, I'm
that
saddened.
was a useless spot too.
I'm saddened that they're not continuing with the mask that had been cut up.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I hated this. I hated the lights go out and you see him going to get a new mask, but it's just the same mask. And I was really like, you don't do shit like that and just have the same mask.
You upgrade.
You come out with a spectacular. Yeah, you upgrade. You put diamonds in that shit. You put some 10-inch rims in your mask. I don't know.
You make the horn bigger or something.
Yeah. No one goes and say, oh, I got a new mask. Oh, I repaired it. No, what a waste of time. And it's not like he missed TV time. He showed up on every week with the horns off. So they got the lights up. They got the Sting and Undertaker Magic Power lights off, or Sabu. And then they came in the ring. And I was like, this is unnecessary. They could have just ran out there and did the same thing.
Grunsmurf, Lucha shouldn't make a mask for them because he's not allowed to wear a mask anymore because he lost to Marcus. So Lucha, we get to the...
Because I am still champion. I'm still champion.
We haven't even worked out when you're going to defend that next, to be honest.
I'm thinking WrestleMania. You're
going to hold on to it till You're going to hold on to it till April.
Yeah, night 2, not even night 1.
No, I think you're going to defend it at Revolution.
What? This is outrageous. This is outrageous. I ain't never had. No, you screw me over. Give me time with the belt. Okay, let me enjoy my title. Okay, not at Revolution. There's going to be a barbed wire death match. How do you predict some shit like that?
And you know who I think I'm going to make you challenge?
Who?
The man that takes one of our places on Tuesdays. Mr. Emergency Break Glass.
Ross, ring the bell, huh? How dare you, Manny? How dare you?
It's not set in stone. It's not set in stone because he doesn't watch AEW. He doesn't even watch AEW. He doesn't even watch AEW.
Yeah.
He's been on the show.
That's even scarier. That's even scarier. I have watched this convoluted show with all their convoluted storylines and entertaining stuff. He can go in there completely blind and pick Matt Hardy to beat Hangman Page in the big money match and win my title. That would be disgraceful.
So, the main event was Eddie Kingston, the Butcher and the Blade versus Mox, Lance Archer, and Rey Fenix. I thought this match was okay, but I swear these feuds have been going on for ages, and it seems weird that they've just picked them up this week for some of them that seem to have ended to continue.
I felt like, oh, we forgot Eddie Kingston and John Moxley were best friends, and they had a feud going on.
I guess I guess the hate still runs deep.
I mean, Eddie Kingston talking about, I tried to break you up and your brother, and I never wanted you, Rey Fenix, and I'm going like, this is some old ass shit he's talking about. We haven't been down this route in a long time. So, but here we are. I'm assuming Pac couldn't make the show for traveling issues for the snow, or maybe, I don't know. But they're doing nothing with Pac.
Pac's probably gone back home and then can't come back. This man needs to get a home in Florida and just stay there.
Yeah, Neville had a home in Florida. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Come back, Pac. So I like everything Rey Fenix does. My favorite moment, Rey Fenix moment, jumped up onto the springboard, kicked somebody in the head, and then did the other dive in the middle of it. Like, I just enjoyed the little kick for no reason. Like, gah! And I'll do another dive. He was amazing. He just
Marcus versus Ryan. Loser leaves the house for a week.
Done. But, I'm going to tell you kayfabe storyline. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
So that, and then obviously Kenny Omega comes out at the end of the match, states that John had snuck in a rematch clause. Smart man. Kenny said he's going to pick the match, which is going to be an exploding barbed wire death match.
Yes.
It was unnecessary.
Well, they had to, right? They had the unsanctioned match. Well, they are tied. They're not even tied 1-1. Just Kenny has them 1-0, right? It's just legally.
Oh yeah, because legally he's 1-0.
First one's unsanctioned, but this is technically the rubber match. You already had the unsanctioned match. You had the regular wrestling match. It's the only place to go, Manny. Barbed wire and bobs.
I don't even
think you want to see Revolution.
No. And you know what the worst part was? Revolution was actually a really good pay-per-view last year.
I don't remember which. I always mix it. Revolution. I don't know.
Revolution was the one with Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks.
Oh, yep.
That was actually a really good pay-per-view.
Yep.
Thing is, it was one of those pay-per-views that like you kind of just wish was just a show or a one-off. Because like that is the type of indie feel you would get from it. But the fact that you get it all the time, is just like
yeah. Oh man, we haven't started talking about NXT yet.
Yeah, I know. We've gone for 50 minutes.
I'm sorry. These are all my random tangents. Shouldn't talk about Matt Jackson's sorry ass dad.
And my magical hands on my debut show yesterday.
The man with the hands.
NXT opened up with Kyle O'Reilly, who said Adam kicked him in the face, but he stabbed him in the back. I was hoping for something more. Like he broke my heart.
Broke my heart. My favorite is Roderick coming out and him going like, Roderick, I don't want to hear from you, goddammit. No one wants to hear from you, Roderick. No one wants to hear from you. I called Adam Cole. I want Adam Cole. But you don't trust me? No, I don't care about you. You didn't kick me in the face. And yes, I don't trust you. But fuck you do.
And then Finn Balor comes out and says he needs to get in line because he wants to speak to Adam too. But then they're all attacked by Pete Dunne and the Bret and Brawlers.
Nope. You know my favorite thing about this? No one assumed that Adam Cole was just not there. What if he wasn't there? Like, the Full Sail isn't, or Performance Center, or whatever they call it these days, is not that big. If he's there, you will see him. There's no hiding. Unless Regal's holding him in his office. Like, hey, you stay here, witness protection.
So I'm going to do my best impression of what happened next.
Okay.
Nobody threatens Santos Escobar. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home.
Yes. You know what? That said so much about everything. Like him just Manny, spot on. Spot on. But one moment I thought you had transformed into Santos Escobar and was bringing back Lucha Libre yourself. In this one moment. Oh.
I don't have that majestical hair he has, but
man,
thank you for the compliment.
That hairline's going back. I feel like his hairline's going back. Yeah, I would have just took my ass home too. You threaten me and treat me like this, and you guys making prearranged matches. I'm just gonna take my ass home. I don't not have to fight here tonight. This is not a cruiserweight title match anyway. Out of here. Don't need this shit.
Well, this is the thing that confuses me. So Regal stated that the match will happen next week, but if Santos doesn't show, he will be suspended and stripped of the cruiserweight title. See, in Jack Tunney laws of being when he was the president of the WWF, you had to defend the title every 30 days. Didn't matter who, didn't matter when, as long as it was in that 30 days. He could just defend it against someone, like in his backyard or whatever.
The fact that he's not showing up to work, Manny, is what he's being punished for. That's what he is. He's calling out sick, and he has no more sick days. That's pretty much what's happening. And then you recall that one day when he had Kurt Stallion jumped, so he didn't have to work. He used a sick day that day as well, I believe. He is out of sick days. That is why he's going to be stripped. Oh, I believe he's going to dodge next week, and they're not going to have the match until March 3rd.
See, this is also why I'm thinking Jordan Devlin is going to be the cruiserweight champ. I feel he's probably coming over to NXT along with probably this is where I'm going to get worked again. Probably Walter.
So you think they're taking Devlin and Walter and bringing them to the? I'm going to call it the main roster.
Because NXT UK, they tape a bunch of those in a row.
Yeah.
So
and it shows up once a month.
And especially because like NXT UK, it was also not doing an audience right now. You could probably get away with recording a good 2 months of television.
So what would be your plan? Devlin leaves after this Trent Seven thing?
Yeah, have them do this Trent Seven thing. We don't know how much in the can they actually have on NXT UK. So that would allow him to do both. And if they work it out right, you can also make it seem like he's on NXT 1 week, NXT UK literally the next day, and all that stuff. So
true. Well played. But I don't think Escobar's getting stripped. I don't think they're stripping anybody. They're gonna do that unification match. They're just saving the match. I think next week, he's just gonna get himself disqualified early in the match, or his guys are gonna jump cross right when the match starts, and he just gets out the ring.
Yeah. So we move on to the first match of the night, which is Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell versus Ember Moon, the losers, and Shotzi Blackheart. The way come out holding missing posters as Dexter Lumis abducted Austin Theory.
Yes. They
later find him in a van while a very good match is happening to open up NXT, which they inevitably lose.
I did not like the finish of this match. I mean, I understand the missing person and them. It's like they're finding their son who was with a fanny pack and whatever outfit he was in, who looked like he just had a fucking great time.
Do you know the worst part about it is it doesn't make any sense because he was wearing none of those things when he got abducted.
No, it makes sense. Loomis put him in those things. They went to a rave of some guy. I don't know. But the fact, I guess they found it, but I didn't really like that they just kind of gave up the match. Like, we lost. It's fine. Let's go celebrate. We're back together, guys. Loomis didn't kill him.
So we get a Pat McAfee promo. On a jet where he calls Adam Cole basically a scumbag. Yes. Scumbag is scumbag, I feel like it has to come back as an insult because that doesn't get used nearly enough anymore.
Because there's a lot of scumbags in the world, and that's the best way to define them. It's like, that is a pure scumbag right there. Like, it's easier to downgrade our vocabulary and call somebody a piece of shit or a fucktard. I don't know if people
fucktard.
Yeah, or a dickhead, asshole. You know, I could go at a million insults. But scumbag is clean, dirty, but clean, but also respectable.
So Malcolm Bivens wants to set up a match for his boy Tyler Rust against Kushida. He had to check if Kushida was cleared. But what I didn't understand was also in the back of that shot was Jake Atlas nursing an ankle injury. And then the thick boy also said he's turning his attention to the North American Championship. And if it came down to him and Kushida, they'll work it out later.
Nice. I like that he's just walking around now. They have nothing to do with the thick boy. By the way, on 205 Live, Mansoor picked up another victory. Just like his team and his impeccable, as they said, winning streak has continued. He has not lost in like a year, almost 2 years.
Do you know what the thing is? He's dangerously becoming Tatanka, but Tatanka had like a 2-year winning streak.
I don't know when it's gonna come crashing down for Mansoor. But it will.
NXT India.
He cut his hair.
He cut his hair. That majestical hair.
It's cut. It's trimmed down. Yeah.
No, why?
Yep. And he's teaming with Ashanti the Adonis right now. And I was like, they just do shit on 205 Live, and I don't even know why I tuned in to watch this.
I thought Adonis was a heel.
You want me to? No,
Marcus, because Mansoor is your boy.
This gets thicker, Manny. I didn't tell you who they beat.
Everrise.
So, Everrise and the Bollywood Boys have teamed up to form Bollyrise. They are now a team, and who they beat, Ashanti was a combination of one Bollywood boy and the other Everrise guy, not Fat Jackson, but the other guy.
Jesus Christ!
They're doing whatever they want on that show. No one's paying attention. That should not be happening.
So, I wrote this as the Black History Month classic of Leon Ruff versus Swerve Scott, and I also said this was a pretty decent 205 Live match.
It was.
This is what it was, and then with Ruff picking up the win and Scott destroying Ruff at the end of the match, which was unnecessary.
It was necessary. He has a Tatanka streak in his hair. We were talking about Tatanka earlier. Swerve Scott needs to beat up Leon Ruff for no reason. Again, Swerve needs to leave NXT and join the Hurt Business, Manny. I don't care what you and Eric say. I know you don't think he belongs there, but MVP is down. They need a fourth man. He will fit right there with him and that snake Cedric Alexander.
Hold on. You even want to replace MVP with Swerve Scott?
No, not like MVP is not a member anymore. It's just that they need the fourth member of that team to replace MVP since he is out with whatever knee, ACL, MCL thing. They need that body.
Nah, you throw Naomi in there.
Naomi can't fight Riddle. That's all they do.
No, but she'll find herself she will separate herself and get herself out of the Black Nerdy category by joining the Hurt Business. And you know that for fact.
You know what made me laugh this week or yesterday? It was the WWE Fox released their, poll of,
Oh, Natty was pissed. Natty was pissed.
And Carmella was pissed because she wasn't even on there. And not only was Natty worth $1, Naomi was worth $2. And I was like, I feel like they're the same price. I feel like...
It's Black History Month.
Yeah, that's why they elevated.
You counted double.
That was an interesting chart of where WWE Foxy people. Carmella didn't make the list, but you had like Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley on there.
That was also put on the mid-card mess, and I was like, "Where's Billy Kay?" And then someone instantly replied, "You can't have 15 Billy Kays this week."
Now you can get her at a bargain price. It's probably a lower tier.
No, she's free. She's free. That means I can have multiple.
Or you can't put a price on Billie Kay because she's priceless.
Yeah. So,
but take that, Natty, by the way.
Jessica Mayer and Aliyah take on the Kacy Express. Kacy Express continue to get involved in triad shit. These two pick up a quick win, and much to my dismay, they are actually getting better in the ring.
Yep. I'm upset. The only thing that upset me about this is that the Robert Stone brand is on the show, but we really get nothing from it. It's just nothing happening with them.
The thing that's hurting the Robert Stone brand is there's not enough Robert Stone, who is clearly the funniest thing about the Robert Stone brand.
Yeah. I don't know how I want to link this up. Bo was going to put hands on her. He was really about to do it. And he was like, I'll beat that 105-pound woman. Or probably not even 105 pounds. I gave Kacy Catanzaro way too much weight there. It's probably 82 pounds probably. But I think Robert Stone needs to link up with Cameron Grimes, and somehow they make a merger and they can sign more talent using Cameron Grimes' money, and it still backfires on Cameron Grimes. I don't know how. Like, he needs some talent or something. Just give him more TV time.
So, Xia Li puts the mark on Kacy, and I think next week she's gonna die.
See, at first when she put the mark on her, I thought she was about to say, "You could be one of us, not her." And I was gonna say, "Oh, that might be racist." But nope, she's gonna kill her. She's gonna kill her, and you know what? Do it, Xia Li. Do it. Do it.
So they bring out the Dusty Cup winners, and Dakota and Raquel are interrupted by the women's tag team champions. Long story short, they got a match on the 3rd of March. And I was under the impression Black is meant to be slimming. That did Nia Jax no favors.
No. It's Nia. She probably put on weight anyway, so you never know. Or the NXT arena, because, the Capitol Wrestling Center is smaller, and she will probably appear to be bigger in such a small arena compared to on Raw in the Thunderdome, where she may appear to be smaller in such a vast arena.
So I still think they will have a takeover quality match, and this could be the jump off point for Raquel Gonzalez, where she may be put on in Vince's eyes as, oh wait, she could be the next big thing on the main roster.
Yep, I can see Vince looking at her and going like, "Give me that. That's mine. That's mine, Hunter. I'll NXT. Give me that. That's mine. Okay, that's mine. You keep Dakota. You can keep MSK. You can keep Beth. Raquel's mine now.
I got my new China. I'm gonna put some fresh titties on there and make a new China.
That's what me and Ryan said. As soon as Vince gets her, she's getting some big ass titties. Like, she's gonna disappear on TV for a while. Next thing you know, Raquel's on Monday Night Raw with some big ass titties. And you're gonna be like, Vince got her. He got her. She's blonde now. That makes sense.
So this segment ends when she says she's gonna shove that dusty boot up Nia Jax's hole.
Yep. Yes, and I hope that occurs. But what do you think of MSK just being out there for, I believe, comedic and genuinely performances with Beth?
It's a sad thing. The sad thing about that is, if they move to the main roster, that's all they're going to be used for.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's Ricochet and Aleister Black.
they actually cut a decent promo when they came out. But then they just became background fodder.
Yeah, but you know what? They were good background fodder. It was entertaining. Them just throwing popcorn basically on the ground because they didn't hit none of their mouths. I don't know how much popcorn they had, but it just seemed like it was a shit ton of popcorn that came out of nowhere. And I did like that they were gentlemen and that they let everybody in the ring equally. It did not matter, heel or face.
Their mama raised them right. Yes. So we get a billionaire Cameron Grimes promo. I believe this was his music video.
Yes.
where he crashed his Lambo and then said he's just going to get another one.
Manny, I believe we need an investigation. That looked like a DUI or like there was no way he was sober when he smashed that Lambo. No way. He seemed really intoxicated. Like he has cocaine money now, man. I'm pretty sure he's used tons of cocaine, and it reminded me of the Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe he even found the last stock of Quaaludes somewhere, and he's just rolling. Like he was clearly on drugs. Like
yeah, 100%. So they had this segment where Tony Storm took out Io Shirai, but I need to ask the question. So Io Shirai was having her championship photos done after the match.
Yes.
I need to ask the question firstly why the cameraman continued to take pictures while the assault was happening. Unless he was fully claiming to be a journalist at this point.
Well, he did switch the video. I don't understand why he was like, ooh, give it to me, Tony. Unless he worked with Tony Storm. Maybe. But has no reason to take pictures. I support him. I think if I was a cameraman, I got to get this moment. I have to. Like, this is happening. The photo shoot was typical EO photo shoot. We've been there, done that. What, is she in a different outfit? So what? She's had the title for a while. No, this is a different way. Snap, boot to face, right then and there.
So, we move into Kushida versus Tyler Russ, which is a pretty decent match. And the end of the match was Bivens protecting his client by doing the equivalent of throwing in the towel.
Yeah, like he's towel. But I'm assuming, but he tapped first before I think Bivens got up there.
No, Bivens. As soon as he got the hold locked in, Bivens was up there.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if he was trying to cause a distraction, stop the tap, or was he just going like, get him out. But it's Bivens' fault. Weeks ago, he told Tyler Russ that, hey man, I'm gonna find you some jobbers to fight. You're not gonna fight the resident thick boy. Then you gonna give him Kushida?
Because he thought Kushida was hurt. This is why he checked if he was cleared. So he thought, oh, you're gonna fight a 70% Kushida, so you should be able to win.
But as Wade Barrick expressed, a 70% Kushida is better than 90% of the roster. That is a fact.
So we move into I would say singles debut for Zoe Stark versus I've never heard of this person, but I'm assuming they were on that Indian super show. Valentina Feroz. Squash match. What more can you say other than
I just saw feathers?
Yeah, I saw feathers, and then Zoe Stark did look like she had an impressive moveset. Yeah,
I think Zoe Stark could be something special and added to this division. And it looked like she killed a chicken by the end of that match. That's how you debut. Pluck a chicken off national TV. I'm done. I wanted more feathers, honestly. If they could give me that wrestler every single week and someone will mess her up and there's more and more feathers just scattered across the ring after they're done.
But even this Valentina Feroz didn't look too bad in the ring.
No, she didn't. No. They're top tier wrestlers here.
And then we move into the main event, which is Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne and the Britain Brawlers. Not much. This was pretty much a basic match, but then Adam Cole decides to brainbuster Kyle O'Reilly onto the steel steps, which allegedly many people thought he had a seizure.
He died. Kyle O'Reilly died, and all the marks were exposed. Every single mark. I believe the guy that posted the video that thought Kyle had a seizure or image was named Mark. He's a mark. They're all marks. If anything, he had a Devon seizure, man. Let the man sell. This wrestling fans can't have shit no more, because if Kyle O'Reilly was out, let him be out. Let me find out, tune in next week to see if he's okay.
But Marcus, it's still real to me, damn it!
Like, I was looking at posts, like, oh man, his diabetes acted up. Right now?
I don't know about you, but I don't think diabetes causes you to have the shakes.
It does. It does.
It?
If you don't take your medication or something, and nothing was going wrong here. Like, he did his spot, and then all of a sudden, it's not like he got up and was like, ooh. I'm having a seizure. Like, when you have a seizure, you can't play dead like he was playing dead. Like, everything was wrong with those people.
So Pete Dunne picks up the win for his team, and then Adam Cole just appears and takes out Finn Balor after the match as well.
Yeah.
And then holds up the NXT title, so we know who Finn's next challenger is.
Is it though? Is it?
Yeah, because it ain't.
He's still. I got a 4-way of some kind.
Nah, because it ain't gonna be Karrion Kross. He's too busy on fighting cruiserweights.
No, I have no Cross. I have Balor, O'Reilly, Cole, and it seems like Pete Dunne isn't done.
Oh,
He's
maybe
never done. So that would be my 4. Cross is busy. Okay, he's on the side quest because Santos Escobar made a joke. He took that very personally. And this week him and Scarlett had their black and white image talking shit. Was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you. You can either get stripped of your title, and I kill you later, or I can kill you." And you have to relinquish the title.
Do you know when that promo come out? I could not care less.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these promos because they make like you've accomplished nothing. Yeah, you became NXT champion. I was Santos. You got hurt, and then dropped the title after 3 days.
He has an argument, but I appreciate the update of how would that make you feel? You show up to work ready to kill somebody, they don't show up, and you can't kill them, Manny.
Because again, Marcus. You don't threaten me. And you know what I'm doing? I'm going home.
Think about falling home. We didn't bring up LA Knight showed up, that they randomly showed up to his house. A
weird promo.
Why are y'all here?
That didn't even look like someone.
Anyway.
That didn't even look like someone's front door. That looked like someone's back door.
So, yeah. I thought NXT was the more newsworthy show of the week. Not because of the seizure. Not because of the seizure. I just thought, I think you said this in the pre-show. I care more about these people than I care about the AEW folks. And Manny has frozen. I guess an hour and 10 of doing the show. It's time to freeze. And it looks like he's poking his own eye out. Or he's doing his Rey Mysterio impersonation. We'll find out in a minute. Maybe he'll load up again. But I thought, NXT was a regular show. AEW was an average show. They both were kind of average. I give the nod to NXT because they had decent characters. Manny, you're back.
Well, NXT was all right.
Yeah, they're both okay.
Yeah, they always seem okay, but it just never... The last couple of weeks, they just always seemed okay, not extraordinary and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It feels like they don't really care that they're in a war, both shows. So
yeah,
I think once they realize that, I think you're going to start having some leveling shows. It's too much. It's too much as a wrestling fan to just go back and forth and like these two are both trying to outdo each other.
Yeah. So when this war ends, when the Peacock comes in and swoop NXT up and put it exclusively on Peacock for whatever reason that is. No word that's happening or not. I'm just saying, it's probably gonna happen.
No, because Peacock's gonna put it on NBC on prime time.
Right after the return of the Cosby Show, because we're bringing back all shows, even the Cosby Show. Without Bill Cosby, he doesn't have to be Bill Cosby.
If they put it on NBC, do you think they would get more views?
Yes, it would. National TV, I think by default you get it. And people just going, oh, it's on NBC. What's going on? Oh, this isn't, I don't know what shows come on. This is Us. I don't know what comes on NBC. I don't watch it.
Superstore, one of my favorite shows at the moment. I don't even live in America, and I know that's what. And I know that's on NBC.
Wasn't that show canceled?
No, it's still on, but America Ferrera left.
Oh, she was on that show?
Yeah.
I've never seen that show.
I can't stand her voice anyway. It's too raspy.
She talking like this.
Yeah, she sounds like either someone got a Brillo pad and scraped it against her vocal cords, or she's been smoking 60 a day for like 20 years.
It was something else I was gonna say. I don't know. I ain't got nothing. My story seems like where everybody's going and headed, and no one actually cares about any of these other shows. It's like that's basically it. Do you think Selena Vega is gonna show up on one of these AEW shows anytime soon? Now that 90 days.
Is there 90 days up?
It ended yesterday.
Probably, but again, I wouldn't care. Like,
she's not gonna push open the forbidden door.
Anytime I saw her in the ring in WWE, granted there wasn't many, she didn't stand out.
It's not about her ring work. She could just be the mouthpiece and promote her OnlyFans.
Who would you put her with?
I don't know. Miro by himself.
No,
get away from Kip.
She'd be in Team Taz. You know it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Or maybe put it on the table. Commentary every now and then.
Get rid of JR, put her on commentary table. Yeah, hell yeah.
That'll work. That'll work.
WWE champion Kenny Omega.
I'm going to tell you this, though, Manny. I would get rid of Excalibur before I get rid of JR. Excalibur does nothing for me. He'll bring up something, and I feel like he's just doing it just to do it. To show, ooh, look how much wrestling I know. Ooh.
This is rich. This is rich coming from both of us who both host the show.
I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. I have no shame in what I say.
So that's the end of the show. I've been Lord Manny Hayes. He's been
Marcus, the grand finale. And check out the video with the hands. Check out the hands.
And make sure you check out this Saturday, where the three powers combine and we become Captain Planet.
Yeah. And somehow we destroy the Earth because we only get like 5 views. Watch the damn show Saturday, for God's sakes.
How many views is that on?
20? Like 20 something.
26.
Ah. Damn. What's going on with the Saturday show?
I got 74 views of just me putting out stickers.
Bastards. So what we gotta do is Eric gotta talk about the Wii. You gotta put up stickers, and then I talk about wrestling, and then we have a show that will.
No, because you say that. You say that because his first video hit on 68 views, but then his second, the initial Switch video.
Oh, okay.
On 68 views, but then his second one did his podcast numbers of 32.
Doesn't make sense. Never understand YouTubers.
And even the boring Raw show did 92. Although our Raw show this week was actually kind of good.
It was entertaining. It was fun. I wouldn't be able to turn it off to hear about Bromon and all the other shit we talked about.
I haven't even clipped that yet. So I'm waiting on you to make that thumbnail for me.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it, Manny. I don't know. I might, considering I gotta work tomorrow again, and I'm gonna quit my job and become YouTube full time.
Levi said he's watching. He's worth $1 million, so you're good.
Thank God. Thank God. Just put it on multiple computers, different accounts. I'm going down the route and create 8 more accounts just to get at least a 30.
And on that note, we out.
Hey, Billy Kay, Manny, that could be, when you took off put the shades on and you did your Santos Escobar. Tony Storm made that look. It was like, oh, who's that over there?
Yeah.
Because there's no excuse for her to ignore Billy Kay other than for a Santos Escobar cosplayer.
No. When I put those sunglasses on and I pretend to be Santos Escobar, I become Mantos Escobar.
Mantos Escobar.
You ain't ready for Mantos Escobar.
No one's ready for that. That dude is bringing back Lucha Libre and I don't even know. I guess Sexy back. He's bringing it all back. Mental Sexy Bar. Bring it back.
Best. Mantos Escobar is someone that would have a Bromon.
Yeah, he would. Oh no, you're Mantos Escobar. I should be Bromon.
What up?
Sup?
What up? It's Bromon. You're one.
You say way too much. You're worse than Meow. You're like Meow but hood.
He'd come out with his gold chain.
Bromon. Okay.
I still want him to be wearing a wife beater.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing a white beater and has 2 kids.
And like those really baggy jeans and Timbs.
Literally, he's Shad Gaspar. You're really
Yes. Yes, I'm honouring the memory of Shad Gaspar. With Bromon, which would be incredibly racist.
Yeah.
To be fair, you came up with it first.
No. I'm calling you a racist. You let me on. You tricked me. You tricked me into being a racist.
No, because suddenly we were talking about Matt Riddle, and then I said Bromon or something, and then you went, that sounds like a racist Pokemon. And then that led to discussion of Bromon.
Yep. All right, later, everybody.
See you Saturday, guys.